one of the challenges that sometimes I hear come up is, well, we don't really know what the impact will be on ASFs or in the US. And we certainly can predict from PRRS, if we look at enough historical information here in the US, we kind of know every 3 to 5 years we tend to get a really bad strain and has pretty economically impactful functions. But what do we do when we have a disease like ASF that we really don't know what it's going to do to our markets to help us do that cost justification for biosecurity implementation?
Yeah, and it is harder. I don't disagree with that at all. So the price and quantity impacts have a bigger uncertainty band around them. In econ jargon is what you just described there, and I 100% agree with that. But what I know with a high level of certainty is that if ASF shows up anywhere in the US and is documented for at least a period of time, whether that impacted one hog or at the extreme our whole country, and heaven forbid that happen, but what I'm trying to impress on folks is the magnitude of hogs impacted isn't as important on day one. We'll lose export markets, I'm confident, initially. Every other episode like this, and not just in the hog industry, but that tends to be a first reaction. I hope it's not for long. Topics about regionalization come up real fast. I hope we're able to contain the disease. That whole song and dance everybody's aware of. But one thing I am very aware of is regardless of the quantity impact initially, there will be a price effect that is negative because we'll lose the export market channel. And for context, that's a fourth or more of the economic pie at each point in our production system. Remember earlier, I also made the comment we don't send equal parts of the hog everywhere. So now all of a sudden we'll have certain parts that used to get exported that will now stay at home. And they won't have nearly the same value in their second, third, maybe 25th best market compared to before. We literally sell everything but the oink on a hog, everything but the moo on a cow and the like. Those are markets at work. But when those items have to go to a quote unquote inferior market because the previously preferred markets aren't open, you take a massive hit on the value of the carcass, not just those animals. So I know with certainty there'll be an adverse effect. How big of a negative to put is the uncertainty. I 100% agree. And that is a challenge. I get that. But it's also, we make decisions in that realm also on other parts of our life. I don't know the ceiling on corn price next year, as an example. I mean, I hope not to see $10 corn, but as an example, things are lined up where we could have a corn price that we didn't anticipate before. Please don't misunderstand me. I'm not predicting $10 corn price, but we live in an era where we can have prices we didn't think we'd see before. Last 18 months, we've seen that in lots of ways.